Rather than follow up the 208 hatchback with a conventional estate, Peugeot took the decision to launch this, the 2008 crossover instead. Under the skin it shares the same platform as the 208, but the increased ground clearance suggests this car's rivals include the likes of the Nissan Juke and Renault Captur. Load space is important in this particular corner of the car market, and the 2008 doesn't disappoint. Fold the rear seats and you get a completely flat floor, while rear legroom is about average for the class and should accommodate 2 adults with ease. Up front, the recent improvements to Peugeot's interior design continue. The same love-it-or-hate-it small steering wheel as the 208, and a refreshing absence of buttons and switches on the dashboard compared to Peugeot's from 5 years or so ago. 2 petrol and 3 diesel engines were available from launch, and we suspect the frugal diesels will be the preferred option, although there's a 1.2-litre turbocharged petrol in the pipeline. There's more than a hint of the original Nissan Qashqai in the exterior design, and that's no surprise. Nissan discovered just how popular crossovers were with UK car buyers, and other manufacturers have since followed suit. The lofty driving position and family-friendly storage space means that the 2008 is merely the latest in a long line of similar cars, all trying to emulate the success of the Qashqai. The 2008 makes a good job of it, I have to say. OK, it's not the most exciting drive, but cars in this class tend not to offer scintillating performance and handling. It is very quiet, and lots of glass means excellent all-round visibility, while the panoramic sunroof in our test car meant loads of light and a feeling that the car's much bigger than it actually is. The 2008 might look like a 4x4, but it isn't. All models get mud and snow tyres as standard, but you'll need to opt for Peugeot's grip control system if you plan to venture off-road at all. To demonstrate just how good the system is, we were taken to an indoor ski slope on one of the hottest days of the year. First, a 2008 without grip control attempted the slope, and despite the all-weather tyres, you can see how far it got. Switching to a car with the system and selecting the snow setting was a completely different story. The car tackled the slope with ease, apparently surprising even the owner of the ski slope, who uses a small tractor to get around normally. Other settings include off-road, mud and sand. 4 trim levels are offered: Access Plus, Active, Allure and Feline. Grip control is standard on the top 2 models and an option on all but 2 of the more basic 2008s. ESP is fitted across the range, along with LED daytime running lights, roof bars, air conditioning and cruise control. The further up the range you go, the more toys you get, including ever larger alloys, leather upholstery, sat-nav, Bluetooth and a DAB radio. The 2008 is by no means perfect, but it does a decent job as a small crossover. It has a bigger boot than the Juke, offers over 70 mpg depending on which engine you specify, and the interior is a very pleasant place to be. It's practical, offering relatively low running costs, and there's that clever grip control system if you live down a country lane that tends to ice over in the winter. Families looking for a car that isn't a people carrier could do a lot worse than take one for a test drive.